Aaron Gordon, and you're listening to the 3-Point Conversion.
Year one, no fans. So, what's it been like experiencing the way others experience him? Do you see the kind of buzz he creates?
I feel the excitement for sure. I mean, we missed that last year, but you could definitely feel it in the stands. You felt it last night in our home arena. The fans love him, and they should. He's an exciting player, exciting young player, and another bright spot for our league. So, and it's just been great. The buzz, the excitement, the energy in the crowd has been fantastic.
Does that energy translate to your team play, other than like obviously the execution of his game? If he makes a play, that's going to help your team. But is there any way where you see that it picks other guys up on the team?
It does allow for momentum to be built throughout a game. You know, his playmaking ability. Obviously, we don't want to try to hit the home run. I think that's the balance with me, is obviously the home runs allow that momentum to continue. We can't always seek out the home run, the home run play. We got to be more consistent. That's the message for him right now, is be solid, be stable. Obviously, when he hits the home run, that ignites us, and that's a big spark and a jolt for us. So it's the balance of the two right now for a young kid.
What are the biggest ways you saw him grow between year one and year two, both mentally and physically speaking?
Well, he worked on his body all summer, so we still have a ways to go, and I think he's developed. To me, you look at Lonzo's body, I think they're very similar that way. Lonzo came in very thin as well, and he's grown into a more mature body. That's only going to happen the same way with Melo. So he worked a ton in the weight room. Obviously, the time score situation, the basketball IQ has got to continue to grow for Melo. And I'm talking more in the NBA world. This is new for him. You know, learning personnel, learning schemes, learning defenses, learning offenses, learning his teammates. This is just the IQ that he's going to grow over time. You know, and I said this last night, you look at the top point guards in our league right now, they've been this way 10 to 15 years. You know, Kyle Lowry's been doing this for 15 years. He's you know, played a pick and roll and guarded pick and roll, you know, 20,000 times. So, you know, it just comes over time. But he's going to grow in that area. He's really focused on the mental game, understanding the league, understanding his teammates. Shot selection has been important. You know, that's a big part. And leadership, you know, leadership at that point guard position. That's not going to happen overnight. It's going to come with time. Leadership meaning do your job every single day. Show up and do your job. Lead this group, you know, by example right now, in his own ways, become more vocal. I think he's become more vocal. And that's a big part of his leadership growth.
When you talk about the process of him not trying to just hit home runs, how do you see that process and push-pull playing out, knowing that part of his game is being able to be very creative and all that?
There's plenty of opportunities throughout a game to hit home runs. You know, singles are okay. Sometimes hitting a double is okay. And finding that balance, especially down the stretch in fourth quarters. I think that's one of the examples last night. That's one of those learning opportunities for us in those last 6 minutes of the game, just being solid and making sure we're getting good shots on goal every single possession. You know, part of that's my feel of push and pull with him, and that walking that balance of what makes him special is his feel, his instinct on both sides of the ball. And sometimes he's going to go find a steal defensively, but sometimes it's also going to cost us a wide open three if he doesn't get that thing. So I've got to walk that balance. I got to err more right now and be more solid, though. He has the home run play. He can swing for the fences any possession. What I need sometimes is for him to just take a pitch, just take one, hit a single, get on base. That will come over time and understanding what wins in this league. As I said, a lot of the veteran point guards that we see in this league today, they didn't come in with that mentality. They've learned it over time. What wins in this league? If he's about winning like I think he is, that understanding of time, score, situation will become more valued as we go.
JB, you mentioned also his basketball IQ. I think he's number 7 in fouls in the league right now. What are you seeing with his fouls, and how are you trying to educate him to know when to get fouls, when to make sure he weighs off a little bit out there?
Yeah, he's got to be much more disciplined in that area. You know, again, he's trying to do the right thing in his mind. He's trying to make a winning play. He's trying to help the team by going after a basketball or making a steal or you know, but at times, again, we just need to be solid and get back on defense. Don't try to get it back every single possession. again, that's on me to teach him, coach him, hold him accountable. It's on him to understand that and not keep making that mistake, especially in first quarters. You know, we can't get off to a start where he's getting consistently 2 fouls to start games and getting him on the sideline. So that's part of his growth and his maturity, and it's on me as well.
And then what do you see at center position for you guys right now between Mason and Nick Richards? Is there any possibility to make a change there with Nick, or how do you see the center position going for you guys right now moving forward?
This will be the rotation. I mean, Mason's our starter. Nick will play heavy minutes tonight. And I probably could have, you know, we could have played big last night as well with Nick there in the second half. We played a little bit small as well with Miles out there. Obviously, we're missing PJ, but I thought Nick has been productive. And I think for his growth and development, like all of us know in this room, you need time. You got to get some reps to continue to grow and develop and see what Nick can ultimately be. None of us know what he can become. But I liked what I saw last night out of him, especially offensively. You know, he looks more and more comfortable just finishing around the rim, getting his hands on balls offensively. His screening technique is really, really sound right now. He's getting us downhill. And tonight's a great opportunity for that with DeAndre and Dwight there at the center position. Mason and Nick will be important for us.
All right, guys, we'll stop there. Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's it. Good.